Bootleg Cam exclusive.
Power 98.3, where hip-hop lives, man. Bootleg Kev on the phone right now. This dude is being talked about a lot. We have got 40 Glocc. What's up, man?
Yo, what is Zoo, man?
I'm just chilling, brother. So, a lot of controversy. Let's see, 2 days ago or the night before last, I guess. Video comes out of you in the game. The game filming on his iPhone, like you guys get into a skirmish. There's been a new video that has came out, and you know, what's your side of the story? Because, you know, from the consumer side, it just kind of looks like Game is just, you know, kind of punking you a little bit. So what
Right.
really went down? What didn't we see?
I mean, it's obvious what, you know, everybody know I don't go out like that, you know what I mean? I'm obviously held down at gunpoint, you feel me? So, you know, it is what it is, and, you know, I got jumped. All that footage is edited. I got jumped like 3 times. You know, they spliced up footage of the edit. They made sure they was cutting everybody out that was jumping. But if you look at it, you see the feet, you see the people they was clipping the scenes, you know what I mean, audio editing. It was all good. But the whole thing is it was a jump, you know what I'm saying?
So previously to what was filmed, you had gotten jumped.
Yeah, I got jumped, you know what I mean? I was just put in a situation. I mean, it's street stuff. So, you know, dealing with street stuff, you just got to take it as what it is. But it's not street stuff no more when you taking it and you want to go make it viral to try to boost your image, like you punking somebody, because you know that in my natural state, like when I was ready to fight back, they'll rush me again. Like what you don't see on the camera is like I'm ready, like I'm like, y'all jumping me. You know what I mean? I said clear as day. That's what he forgot to edit out on the footage. So and I said it, and then I was still, when I was ready to fight right then, they rushed me from the side. See, the cameras look like, oh, he just swinging on me. It was all of them swinging on me right there. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was just like, it is what it is. You know, they did a lot of editing with they was taking out the dude's voice. You know, everybody talking about pop him now, let me pop him. You know what I'm saying? So it was really nothing I could do with that. You know what I mean? But like, as far as the streets, he took it from being street when he took it viral and tried to use it to boost his image, like he punking somebody. So, you know, it ain't no presses, no filing charges on him and all that. Ain't nobody pressing no charges. I was just like, give me a fair one, give me a head up, a 1-on-1. You know, I fight you all day. I was solo by myself. I'm like, damn, you big as hell. Me and you could just scrap. What is everybody jumping me for?
Okay, let me ask you this. What was the situation that transpired? Like, because, of course, you and Game have had your issues over Twitter. You and everybody from Black Wall Street. I'm close friends with a lot of the dudes over there. You guys have had your known issues. What was the situation? What was the circumstances of what happened? I mean, how did y'all run into each other?
I mean, we was in a pool party together. You know, he didn't want no funk in there. I'm like, I'm here. I was right there. We was looking dead at each other, and you know, so it wasn't that type of party. It was like, it ain't popping, You know, dudes wait till I leave. The cars was way down. It's like the cars is like a mile away. It's some hills. And I'm exaggerating when I say a mile away, but it was like that. It was about that far. So you couldn't get to the cars because you couldn't park up at the mansion pool party. You know what I mean? So as I'm walking, you know, I turn around, and when I turn around, I hear everybody talking behind me, screaming like, "Turn up!" I turn around. It's me. I'm like, "What's up?" Everybody running at me with guns.
So there was some guns, for sure.
100%. But I'm saying, like, if we gonna do it like this, what's the guns for? Like,
and you were dolo. You went to this party by yourself?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I swing in there. You know what I mean. I mean, if anybody know 40 and they know 40 Glocc, they know I roll. I don't care if I roll solo or if I got 10 people with me. I'll roll like that. Like I'm a man. At the end of the day, I handle mine. You know what I mean? I fights, I does whatever. I don't fear no man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I was just put in a situation and dealing with street stuff. You know, that it's not something different that what he did. What he did is that it was what happened. If you're going to keep it real, just put the real out there. You know what I mean? Because that was something, he shouldn't have put it out there if he didn't want the real to be out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you recorded it, but you edited it all up
right,
to make it look like you was one man in me and punking me. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the case, because every time I was ready to get down, I got a pistol pointed at me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, What is this?
Okay, let me ask you this.
6 and 7 and 10 dudes on me.
Let me ask you this. Because, like, when I first watched the video, you know, I heard, like, in the background, I heard dudes saying, like, Chuck, fall back, fall back. Now, just from, like, an outsider's perspective, it sound like if they were jumping you, now this is just from a third-party perspective, not saying what I feel, whatever, but if they were jumping you, why, I mean, wouldn't they encourage him to hit you as opposed to trying to get him not to hit you?
They tell him to fall back now because there was people coming around.
So let me ask you this, because there was a part in the video where he was like you was squared up.
No, you talking about where I was finna square up, and then they rushed me on the side.
And that part's not on camera.
That part not on camera. It's on camera. They got the camera. It's other camera footage, but it was all of them. So you got 15 dudes, and it's all of them with their cameras. What they doing is they editing out all the footage of the dudes jumping me, and they editing out. If you look at the whole videos when the videos start, I had a hat on. I wear a hat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no hat on right there. I was already jumped.
Now, did you get any? Because physically, I mean, because look, it was iPhone footage, so it wasn't the clearest footage in the world, but from the little bit of footage that Game put out from his phone, it didn't seem like you were physically harmed as much.
Man,
I mean, what kind of wounds did you get from this?
As far as all that ain't nothing. I'm like, I brush it off, and I'm ready for the next day. I'm a trooper, but I'm just like, if you gonna keep it 100, I mean, he want my street cred. You feel me? He want to play a weird game. Like I said, what they doing, this chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? Like he want to act like he playing chess, but really he playing checkers. You feel me? So at the end of the day, you playing with footage and you taking real street stuff and you trying to take it out there and play with it. Like if you wanted to keep it silent and keep it street, this should have been left like that. I told them that while they was doing it. I was like, this ain't for no internet. This ain't for nobody. I was like, this us. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
they ain't want it to be us. It's cool though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. I'm cool. You feel me? You see me, I'm laughing it off up in there. I'm like, okay, this how you get down. Okay, you hear like fairies. It's all good. I can accept this. You know what I mean?
What was your initial, like, what are the initial issues that your history with Game, just so everybody knows? Does it go back to the G-Unit shit, or?
I mean, as far as all that, I don't involve 50 in my quarrels. You feel me? I don't involve my homies in my quarrels. You know what I'm saying? I don't press the stress buttons or none of that. I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's why they call me solo like that. I roll solo. I don't care about rolling solo.
Okay, so what do you have to say to the people? Let me just ask you this. Like I said, man, because a lot of the internet, people who watch this shit online, and the people, everybody comes up with their own conclusions of what they think happened. Game went on his Twitter saying what you're saying is a lie, and
if I'm a lie, then put the whole footage out. Why is it edited where my hat ain't on?
Okay, so what do you have? I mean, what do you have? Because from
what he hiding? He hiding. He wanted to look like he was solo, and they didn't jump me.
Because it's almost like there's a certain part of the movie where it's like, yo, why, you could have.
Game went out there. He put it out there that I got knocked out. For one, when he put out the footage, I wasn't knocked out. Still standing, still doing me. For two, he put on there that he beat me up, or he did this solo. That's why the footage is edited, because it'll clear as day show everybody else jumping in and jumping on me. You know what I mean? And that's why it just clips into with him standing right there. They got all the footage. They have it. Of course they're going to take that out.
So when it was
they don't want to show the reason why. And if they was just jumping me and it was just them jumping me, I still fight back.
Right. So let me ask you that.
Why I didn't fight back.
That's my next question. I was going to ask you, there seemed like to be a couple of points where you could have fought back a little bit, but it didn't seem like you did. From the footage that we see, is there a reason why you didn't fight back, or?
There's a whole reason why I didn't fight back. I just told you. I'm getting jumped, and I'm getting jumped at gunpoint. You can't fight me. As a street smart dude, you walk away from that. You gotta accept that, because if you take off on the wrong person and you press the wrong button, when them persons, somebody liable to pop you. And then the camera footage wouldn't have never came out.
So
if I would have got shot, it wouldn't have been no camera footage.
Yeah, that's right. You ain't lying. So, I mean, look, man.
You got to learn. You got to be street smart, and you got to be conscious and tell yourself, okay, this ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. We know what time it is. You know, this happened every day on the streets.
For sure.
It's left in the streets. He didn't want to leave it in the streets. So, you know, I'm just telling it how it is. You know, he want to assassinate my street cred and my whole image of me. You know what I mean? And you can't do that with a real dude. Real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
At the end of the day, you 6'5", I'm 5'9". We could chunk them. You know what I mean? I don't size ain't nothing.
Well, hey, man, well, I guess, you know, it's just kind of up to everybody out there to believe whatever side they want to believe,
Exactly.
man. Hopefully, you know, more footage comes out to kind of, like, you know, help.
Nah, that footage ain't coming out. He don't want that footage out there. He don't want that out there because he going to look like a sucker. It was a sucker move. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, I was slipping. But me slipping don't mean I won't fight. That's the whole thing. Like, I fight. I will fight. That's what I don't do. I'm with the full get down, active. You know what I mean?
Did you get any shots in at all that weren't shown on camera?
Nah, I didn't swing at all. I couldn't swing. I didn't swing at all. It was no confrontation for me because I'm like, man, I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You don't when somebody got a gun and you can't get that gun from, I couldn't even just take, if I would have just tried to take one gun, you got like 3 or 4 other ones that's going to pop me up. So I'm like, you know, I'm in a situation where you just got to, like, you know, here.
You just got to do it. Yeah, you got to take your licking. Sometimes you just got to take that L.
Take that one. That ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I'll walk away from that. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, sometimes you in a situation you just got to take that L.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I gotta give the biggest dummy award for recording and editing the video. The biggest dummy award goes to the game.
Well, I hope y'all get this settled. You never want to see no violence. You know, I'm real tight with a lot of dudes in Black Wall Street, and I would hate to see it end ugly for anybody involved.
Exactly, man. Ain't no violence, man. You know what I mean, man. I'm doing me, man. The album's in stores. New World Agenda. I just dropped Caesar Machiavelli. It's out, so, you know, everybody can check that out. You know, good music. You know, see what it is, man.